Time now for the morning rush. Breaking news this morning. Authorities are now investigating another suspicious package. This one addressed to former Vice President Joe Biden's Delaware home. You're taking a live look in Delaware right now where police are making that investigation. Now, this is video over Biden's home that we had earlier. This is where officials reportedly swept through the former Vice President's home in Delaware, and it is not believed that the suspected package ever reached its destination. Now, earlier this morning, another package was found at actor Robert De Niro's building tied to him. As of right now, authorities are treating this as a possible eighth package, the one that's going or never received or that was addressed to former Vice President Joe Biden. Now, again, other packages were found earlier this week at homes of high-profile figures, including President Obama and the Clintons. Now, none of those were detonated. We will continue following the latest for you on air and on the KRQE News app.
All right, move on to more breaking news here locally, though. Police are investigating a shooting in northwest Albuquerque, leaving a man with critical injuries. It happened around 11:15 last night near Coors and Montaño. Police say a suspect is in custody this morning. APD says the suspect and the man shot did know one another. No word on what exactly led up to the shooting. We did see a person in police custody. We're waiting to find out if he is connected to this crime. Of course, we'll update you on air, online, and on our KRQE News app. Kristen.
Our next big weather maker comes in the form of a disturbance rolling in today. We're going to be talking an increase in cloud cover and some spot showers over the higher terrain of northern and western New Mexico, but not a huge impact. We continue with the mostly sunny skies today for most areas, and even into tomorrow. Friday's forecast looks near perfect. Crystal?
A new program is aiming to curb auto theft in Albuquerque, sending thieves to rehab instead of jail. Benavita says the referral system will allow defendants to enter rehab to overcome drug addictions that often fuel crime. Now, the new program is called STOP. It's a 15-month-long collaborative effort paid for by the Metro Court's General Fund as well as federal grants. Now, those with a violent history of violent felony charges will not be allowed to use the program.
State police say an escaped inmate is waking up behind bars this morning. He will soon face additional charges for the escape, including kidnapping. State police say a private security company was taking 40-year-old Ralph Miera to Colorado from California. The accused car thief somehow got a hold of the guard's gun and handcuff key. Police say Miera pulled the gun on the guards near Elephant Butte, locked one guard in the van's cage, then forced the other to drive to Las Cruces, where he stole a truck. He was found in El Paso 10 hours later.
This morning, the city is being sued and is being filed by a former animal welfare employee after what she says the city did when she spoke out against some of the shelter's practices. Victoria Murphy was fired back in 2014 after she says she confronted her former boss, Barbara Bruin. Now, she told the Inspector General that they were adopting out dangerous dogs. Bruin resigned in 2015 after the city discovered Bruin had taken dogs labeled dangerous off the suggested kill list to adopt them out. Now, Murphy says she was trying to protect the public.
On to new news this morning. Santa Fe City voters will decide on Election Day whether to move Election Day for some local elections. This does include the mayor, city council, and the municipal judgeship. Voters would decide whether to move it from springtime in even-numbered years to fall in odd-numbered years. This is to align with other elections across the state. If voters decide against it, the elections would just stay the same.
Well, a health alert update for you. A recently released report from an environmental advocacy group shows some oat-based cereals and snack bars are testing positive for trace amounts of weed killer. The pesticide is an active ingredient in Roundup. The products tested included 10 samples of different types of General Mills Cheerios and 18 samples of different Quaker brand products, including instant oatmeal, breakfast cereal, and snack bars. Now, the World Health Organization says that it falls in a range deemed acceptable by the EPA and USDA.
Also happening today, APD along with Bernalillo County Sheriff's deputies are expected to check up on CYFD referrals. It's part of the county's Operation Child Safe program targeting child abuse and neglect. Authorities will check in with the children we've reported on in the past. These are cases that were not severe enough to be assigned to a detective, but the county says they still need to be monitored. On to other news beginning today, several state and city agencies will be helping homeless veterans across New Mexico. Stand Downs is offering free clothing, meals, health screenings, and flu shots. That is in Albuquerque today at the Rock and noonday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. The initiative will travel to Gallup next.
Well, CNN wants public input at a meeting next week. They're going to be considering what they should add or build in the next 10 years. For example, with Netflix announcing plans to buy Albuquerque studios, CNN is planning to create a pipeline of jobs from its film technician program. Earlier this week, they also announced plans to create a new police training academy for the metro area. Their first master plan forum is set for next Tuesday. We have details at KRQE.com. Kristen.
Today's Metro Threat Index added 2, looking at some chilly temperatures this morning in the 40s, but also keep an eye on some patchy fog. We picked up quite a bit of rain in the last 48 hours. That could be a problem for your morning commute. Crystal?
Local heroes are stepping out of their comfort zone to share powerful tales of their past through song. You'll soon be able to hear it all. It's through a concert centered around celebrating veterans in New Mexico, organized by a group called the Academy for the Love of Learning. Homecoming songs and stories of service will showcase the experiences of 6 local veterans. The concert is set for Friday night at 7 at the New Mexico School for the Deaf. Find more details on our website. That's always on KRQE.com.
Good news here, Powerball players, you still have a chance to win. None of the winning numbers were pulled in last night's drawing for the $602 million jackpot. That now grows to $750 million. Well, this drawing comes on the tails of a single winning ticket being sold in South Carolina for the record-setting $1.6 billion Mega Millions jackpot. Now, Powerball officials say no one has hit their grand prize since August. The next drawing is scheduled for Saturday. Kristen?
Time now for a check on that morning commute. As you can see, things looking pretty good across the map. We are clean and green across the entire city. We've also got a live look outside and things look pretty nice there at the Big Eye. So I'm going to keep eyes on that throughout the morning, let you know if that traffic situation changes.
The Isotopes waking up winners off the field this morning after taking a top honor in minor league baseball. The team recently received the John H. Johnson President's Award. That's honoring them from everything from attendance to the park experience, even promotions, as well as how the Topes give back to the community. The team is also up for an award for its success with the Mariachis de Nuevo Mexico.
And switching over to Major League Baseball, the Los Angeles Dodgers and Boston Red Sox will be traveling to LA today in preparation for Game 3 on Friday. Boston took the first 2 games, winning last night's game 4-2. The Red Sox have history on its side. Each of the last 15 teams that had 2 games to nothing lead at home went on to win the Fall Classic. The Dodgers hope to buck history tomorrow.
Good morning. A pretty nice day ahead of us. We're dealing with some fog this morning, but with all the sunshine we have in the area coming in today, that's going to burn off and we're going to be left with a beautiful afternoon. 66 degrees and sunshine on top. There is an exception though. We've got a disturbance moving through, so this is going to give us some cloud cover and even the potential for some spot showers over the higher terrain of northern and western New Mexico. But the nice thing is by Friday this clears out, and over the weekend we're going to be left with sunny skies and nice warm temperatures. This changes by early next week, though. Here comes our next storm system. Rain and snow, a good bet, especially over the northwest by Monday into Tuesday, and then Tuesday into Wednesday. This will push across the state. So do look for those changes to come as we get into next week. All right, switching gears now to the 5 facts.
At number 5, a big congrats to the Isotopes this morning after the team is given the top honor of minor league baseball. Now, the team just received the John H. Johnson President's Award, honoring them for everything from attendance to the park experience and promotions, as well as how the Isotopes are giving back to the community. Now, the team is also up for an award for its success with the Mariachis de Nuevo Mexico theme, a move by minor league baseball to boost Hispanic heritage and culture.
Oh, big congrats to them this morning. Go to number 4 now. We're talking flu season this morning as doctors continue urging people to get the flu vaccine. There may be a new way to treat the virus. For the first time in 20 years, the FDA has approved a new drug to treat the flu. Doctors say it's for patients 12 and up who are showing typical flu-like symptoms. The drug is designed to block an enzyme in the virus, which stops the flu from spreading. For more details, go to our website, always on KRQE.com.
At number 3, that 7-day forecast shows temperatures near average today, a little bit warmer than normal Friday into Saturday. 70s for the weekend, but like I just showed you, that next big weather maker coming in next week starts to drop our temperatures as early as Monday, and we'll likely see our next best chance for rain coming in Tuesday into Wednesday.
At number 2, breaking news this morning. Police are investigating a shooting in northwest Albuquerque, leaving a man with critical injuries. The police say it happened at around 11:15 last night near Corza Montaño. They say due to the severity of the man's injuries, it's being investigated as a violent crimes call-out. Police say a suspect is in custody this morning. APD says the suspect and the man shot did know each other.
Number one now, a new program is aiming to curb auto theft in Albuquerque, sending thieves to rehab instead of jail. Metro Court Judge Eddie Benavides says the referral system will allow defendants to enter rehab to overcome drug addictions that often fuel crime. The new program is called STOP. It's a 15-month-long collaborative effort paid for by the Metro Court's General Fund as well as federal grants. Those with a history of violent felony charges will not be allowed to use this program. For more details, go to our website.